Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube lands, it's your boy Tuglow, and today we are back with another anime mukbang review. Today we do have some Popeyes po boys. So we got two different po boys, but I got two of each. So this first one, go ahead and pick this one up. We got a nice little chicken tender po boy that kind of skimped on the chicken, but we got two pieces, so you know, it ain't too shabby. I don't know if it's got some type of sauce, but it's got a lot of lettuce. It's got some pickles. There is some type of sauce. I don't know what. So we got a chicken po' boy. We got two of those. Both of them mild because I don't like hot stuff. And then we do have a... We do have a shrimp po' boy right here. Same thing, shrimp, pickles, lettuce. And then some type of sauce. I think my mom got the first bite because she wanted to try it. So, you know, got to give it to the moms. And then we got some fries down here. And that's what we're working with today. So, let's go ahead and let's try the shrimp po' boy, since that's already been munched on a little bit. So today, we got a lot more food than last time. Two of each. So we're going to be digging in. Got a lot to talk about. Recently, on stream, somebody, well, to preface this, I was messing around. I was like, yo, somebody was saying, like, if you've never seen Fullmetal Alchemist, I just put some french fries in here. We're going to try that out. If you've never seen Fullmetal Alchemist, you know, Brotherhood, you ain't never watched anime before. And I said, look, I've watched anime. I ain't never seen Brotherhood. I said, I was messing around. I said, if you pay me to watch it, I'll drop everything and watch it. Sure enough, about 35 minutes later, bam, got a donation. He goes, time to watch Brotherhood. I don't know what type of sauce they're using. But they should definitely get more sauce. Their french fries, I think these are like towards the old, like the late half of the amount, I guess, that they fried up, whatever. They just taste like normal Cajun french fries. Not the best by any means, but they'll do. Try this chicken po' boy. I ain't never had a po' boy before. So this is my first time ever having one. Well, four. Well, and let's go ahead and put some fries. It's just screaming to put some fries right here. So we'll do that. One more. So anyway, dude comes up. Tells me to watch it. I end up watching it. And I just finished it on Monday. So about 2 days ago. And let me tell y'all, I don't know much about Fullmetal Alchemist, the normal one. But Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, yeah. That's where it's at. Whether you're new to anime, or whether you've been watching it for a long time, I can see why Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is definitely something that you gotta watch. Now, this isn't anything new. It's definitely an older anime. If I were to guess, I would say early 2000s, mid to early 2000s. But I don't know off the top of my head. But before we start talking about it, I do want to say the openings and the endings, you know, the music that they play, all of them fit very well. Did I enjoy them? Some of them I enjoyed more than others, but the music overall, fantastic. Fantastic. So I did want to mention that, because they just did a really good job. I know recently on the stream, twitch.tv/Tuglo, you know, we'll be talking, and we'll say, oh man, you know, this music, that music, you know, for whatever anime. But this anime, for all 64 episodes, for every single arc, they all fit perfectly. So, if you're new to anime, or you've just never like seen or heard of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, that's what we'll be talking about today. So to start off, first question, what is it about? Well, these two brothers, Alphonse and Edward Elric, at a young age, lose their mother. Now these two boys, they're different. They are alchemists. And depending on what kind of alchemy you train in or study, you know, you can be a fire alchemist, ice, you can be a, you know, you can work with the healing arts, you can summon shit, whatever the case may be. You can even have like chimeras, which is like mixing shit together. So like you can have like a human that like is a boar, or like a human lion, or something like that. That's on the darker side. But these two little boys lose their mother at a young age. Their father left home for whatever reason. And they get the bright idea, which, you know, I'm under the same assumption as Edward and Edward and Alphonse, excuse me, that, you know, if I lose my mom or dad, or my mom when I'm a young kid, I'm going to try to get them back. Now, in the world of alchemy, there's one taboo. You don't do it. And that is human transmutation, which is what they tried to do at a very, very young age. And they tried to bring back their mother from the dead. And, that in turn leads them down a very dark path. You're not supposed to do it. It ain't never been done. So that's a big no-no. It ends up, their transmutation fails. But in the world of alchemy, the law is It's the law of equivalent exchange. So basically, if you give or in order to get something, you have to give something of equal or greater value. So, you know, if I'm going to trade in a nickel, I'm going to get 5 pennies back at the very least, you know. That's the law of equivalent exchange. Now, you might be a nice guy, give me an extra penny, whatever the case may be. It's got to, at the very least, be equivalent. So, in doing this, Edward's the one that, you know, did the transmutation. Alphonse was there just kind of helping him, being the assistant. In trying to bring back a human life, one was taken away. So Alphonse ends up dying. And with him being dead, Ed's like, hell no, fam. This ain't about to happen. So he turns around. And he lost his arm for... I think it was his left leg. He lost his left leg for trying to transmute and get his mother back. He loses his brother. Turns around and sacrifices his right arm in order to get his brother's soul back into this suit of armor. So now his brother's not even a human. He is just a suit of armor. And so the entire anime is based around these two brothers trying to learn everything they can about alchemy to figure out how to get their bodies back. Don't want to, you know, look, they tried to get their mom back, didn't work. We just want to get our bodies back. Now, how do they go about it? Luckily, the military of the country that they live in recruits alchemists. You can climb up the ranks, yada yada. But basically, if you're an alchemist of the state of the, you know, the country, a state alchemist is what they call it. Obviously, you had work to do, but, you know, I guess their permission was they were allowed to research. You know, hey, if they caught a lead, as long as they did their work, hey, you can go follow that lead, try and learn something, yada yada. So, you know, they would come home, you know, to headquarters, they would do their work, they might catch a lead, and then they'd go follow it, right? So that's the entire anime. Now, I don't want to go into too many spoilers, but let's just say that anything is possible in the world of alchemy. And that's all I'm going to leave you with. Anything is possible in the world of alchemy. So that being said, they go out, they start, you know, traveling to different places. They travel to the east, and, you know, they try to learn some things over there. They travel to, I believe, the west. They travel to the north. Travel everywhere, trying to learn. And overall, man, just their journey to try to find a way to get their bodies back together, and all the different encounters that they meet up with, whether it be their father, whether it be, you know, XYZ over here that I can't say because of spoilers. Whatever it might have been, fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic. So, let's go into the next thing. Is what type of emotions, type of feelings, what type of, what type of way did the anime make me feel? They definitely skimped on the sauce. Both of the sandwiches could use some more sauce. So, to be honest with you, the series as a whole, now, I get influenced pretty easily when it comes to things that I watched ever since I was a kid. If I watch Power Rangers, oh, I want to be Power Ranger. If I watch Pokemon, oh, I want to be a Pokemon trainer. Things of that nature. So, it's only right that with this, I wanted to study alchemy. And become an alchemist. Things like that. Just think of how convenient it would be. Get a little transmutation circle. Or whatever the case may be. Perform some alchemy. Boom. You can fix whatever. You can make whatever. You can do whatever. That just sounds lit, dude. Obviously, you can't make no... Well, I mean, there could be some, food alchemy. You never know. But, that'd be really dope, man. Turn around. You're basically like a superhero. Or a supervillain. That's dope to me, dude. But, just like that old saying, with great power comes great responsibility. Yes, it was fantastic. It was awesome seeing their journey. I don't know if I could go through that same journey. Most of every alchemist went through something pretty difficult. Whether it be early on in their life, middle of their life, later towards the end of their life. They had to do some sort of sacrificing in order to do what they was doing. At the end of the day, I don't know. Could I give up my right arm? Could I give up my left leg? Could you? I don't know if I could do that. And hell, I'll tell you this. Even today, I'll give y'all a little minor spoiler. And it got me thinking, man. Their world that they know of was being watched and controlled since way back in the day. Man, it got me thinking, dude. What if our world is the same way? What if somebody is behind the scenes manipulating shit? What if X, Y, and Z is happening And we the people don't know that because we're not in high power, or because we're not, you know, in XYZ. So what if having to understand those things, like, hey, what if the presidents are actually being governed by some, like, fucking weird shit? Who knows, dude? Like aliens. I don't fucking know. But what if they were, right? And then we turn around and everything we know is just, like, fake. Fake news. So anyway, I don't know if I could turn around, go into a high place of power, figure out some whack shit, and be okay with it. Plain and simple, I don't know if I could. So overall, it got me hyped, you know. Seeing their journey, seeing whether it be love interest, whether it be, you know, just the passion or the strive, whatever it may be, just to go and reach one single goal and see it through all the way, no matter what happens. How many people nowadays do that? Hell, how many people nowadays can't even watch a full movie through without picking up their phone? Come on now. Where y'all at? Help me now. So, just seeing that was lit, dude. I really enjoyed it a lot. So now you'll say, well, what, you know, if you enjoyed it so much, there had to be some character or characters that stood out and helped you enjoy it. Yes, there are. So much bread. Dude, if I had some ranch, or like literally any type of sauce, this would be lit. So anyway, the two characters stand out to me. Obviously, Edward Elric. We see the anime through his eyes. We see mainly everything through his perspective, and he is one of the driving forces of, this is my goal, I will see it through till the end, but I don't want to take the same path as a normal person would take. Do I gotta kill people? Even though I'm in the military, and most military people have killed people, I don't want to kill anybody. I can use these philosopher stones and I can bring people back, but I don't want to do that because of X, Y, and Z reason, you know? Grab a hint of this sweet tea. So yes, he stood out to me, but there's one character down the road. His name is Ling. He ultimately stood out the most. I'm talking about mental fortitude was on a different level. If you've seen the anime, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking a whole nother level. His idea of a king, completely different than anybody else's. His, you know, his drive, because he had a goal. It was a different goal. His drive to reach his goal, I feel, was the same, if not higher, than Ed and Al's drive to get their bodies back. His drive for his goal was just on a whole nother level, and I feel as if I could take that and apply that to myself, or if anybody could take that and apply it to themselves, whoo! Imagine where we would be. So he stood out a lot to me. And then Winry Rockbell. Gotta shout her out, man. You talk about someone being there A1 since day one. Winry Rockbell. Not only is she fine as wine when she grows up, whoo, but her way of helping the brothers, it seems like a mid-key thing. Like, it's not super important, but it's not like the most, like, oh, you know, if you weren't there to do it, we could just get somebody else to do it. But the fact that she chose to do that and dedicate her life to it since she was such a young kid, since she was at a young age, and she stuck it all the way through, even until after, you know, towards the end of the anime, like, that, dude, we need people like that, man. Like, see something through all the way, man. These two characters, obviously, Ed and Alphonse, of course, but these two were just on fire. Definitely some fantastic support characters. Now, you know, the age-old question. Who's the waifu? Who's the husbando of the series? Personally, Winry Rockbell, she got it. Hands down. But if we take her out, I don't recall her name. You know, General Hawkeye or Lieutenant Hawkeye. You know, Colonel Mustang's, you know, right hand man, right hand woman. Yeah, she's dope, but the Ice Queen of the North. Can't remember her name. It slips my mind. That's the second place, man. You talk about someone strong. Talk about someone who could lead. Talk about, you know, a go-getter, you know. I like that. That was, yes. And then, you know, husbando, best bro, whatever the case may be. I'm telling you, Maze Hughes. I don't know if I said his name right. That man, Colonel Mustang's best friend. That dude right there. MVP. Best bro. Husbando. I'm talking about this dude. He turned around and said, Colonel Mustang goes, how are you going to live with yourself with your blood-stained hands? How are you going to get married? And he goes, listen here. When I'm around his, whatever his wife's name was, when I'm around my wife, I will smile, I will be happy, I'll make sure she gets the best of everything that she deserves, and I will accept everything that I've done here and have a smile on my face about it because she deserves the best. And I was like, damn, that shit hit hard. I was, dude, that was wild, man. That man said that, I said, whoo, that's a homie. I know I got one po' boy left. Lord have mercy. 4 po' boys. That's a no boy for me. I'll get 3. Save this last one for later. But the last question is, should you watch it? Like I said at the beginning of this video, whether you're new to anime, whether you're well versed in anime, or somewhere in between, this is a fantastic anime that you should definitely watch. Whether you don't know anything about it, you don't know what you like or what you dislike, this is a great introductory anime. But it's also a great main course. The overall journey, the overall lessons that you learn, especially the very last lesson that you learn towards the end of the anime. Yeah. That was insane. Then the very thing that held everything together, the law of equivalent exchange, how it's just repeated over and over, saying like, hey man, this ain't something that we're gonna let you forget. You gotta understand, if you want something, you gotta give something. If you want to be successful, you gotta give something up for that. If you want to have this, that, and the other, you gotta be willing to put into work, put into time, put into whatever it is. You got to sacrifice something in order to get something. That just rang true to me personally throughout the entire thing. But at the end of the day, it's a 10 out of 10, man. You gotta watch it. You gotta experience it for yourself. You gotta see it through, man. This ain't something that I feel that you pick up, you watch a little bit, then you pick it back up later. It ain't nothing like that. I don't think it is, personally. But, like I said, at the end of the day, what are you willing to give up? That's basically what it is. What are you willing to give up in order to get, their bodies back, in order to get success, in order to get A, B, C, D, whatever the case may be? it's just such a good anime, and it really made me think, and I enjoyed it, man. Top tier anime. So guys, I'm gonna eat this bad boy later. Ain't no way I can stomach it now. Ended up saving the best for last. Couldn't even eat it. So guys, that's all we got for the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood mukbang review. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I personally did, and I know my stomach did as well. So, I'll be doing these weekly, every Wednesday. As far as what the next one is, you have to wait and see. I got a huge list that I'm going to tackle, you know, starting from introductory anime, whether it be, you know, something to help you get started or something that I feel you just have to watch. So definitely be on the lookout for these anime mukbang reviews. If you haven't already subscribed, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on that little notification button with the bell. Like, share, comment, all that good stuff. I would greatly appreciate it, guys. And that's all I got. So as y'all know, that's the fat lady singing. That's the bells are ringing. And until the next video, I hope you have an awesome day. And I will see you in the next one. God bless and peace out.